Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing fantastic, and we're gonna continue with the third part of two Renegades. So let's do this. All right. My troops and enfiladed, left faced and left the spot. After antising the enemy for 3 miles or so, we struck a briar patch and had to sit down. When we were ordered to throw up our toes and surrender, we obeyed. 5 of my best staff officers fell, suffering extremely with stone-bruised heels. Then, and 3 those Colombians took your friend Barney, sir, stripped him of the insignia of his rank, consisting of a pair of brass knuckles and canteen of rum, and dragged him before a military court. The preceding general went through the usual legal formalities that sometimes cause a case to hang on the calendar of a South American military court as long as 10 minutes. He asked me my age and then sentenced me to be shot. They woke up the court interpreter, an American named Jenks, who was in the rum business, and vice versa, and told him to translate the verdict. Jenks stretched himself and took a morphine tablet. "You've got to back up against the dope, old man," says he to me. 3 weeks, I believe you get. Haven't got a chew of fine cut on you, have you? Translate that again with footnotes and a glossary, says I. I don't know whether I'm discharged, condemned, or handed over to the Gary Society. "Oh," says Jenkins, "don't you understand? You're to be stood up against a dope wall and shot in 2 or 3 weeks. 3, I think they said." "Would you mind asking them which?" says I. "A week don't amount to much after you are dead, but it seems a real nice long spell while you're alive. "It's 2 weeks," said the interpreter, after inquiring in Spanish of the court. "Shall I ask them again?" "Let be," says I. "Let's have a stationary verdict." Stationary. "If I keep on appealing this way, they'll have me shot about 10 days before I was captured. No, I haven't got any fine cut. They sends me over to the calaboza with a detachment of colored postal telegraph boys carrying Enfield rifles, and I'm locked up in a kind of brick bakery. The temperature in there was just about the kind mentioned in a cooking receipt that call for a quick oven. Then I given a silver dollar to one of the guards to send for the United States consul. He comes around in pajamas with a pair of glasses on his nose and a dozen or two inside of him. I'm to be shot in 2 weeks, says I, and although I've made a memorandum of it, I don't seem to get it off my mind. You want to call up Uncle Sam on the cable as quick as you can and get him all worked up about it. Have them send the Kentucky and the Kearsarge and the Oregon down right away. There'll be about enough battleships, but it won't hurt to have a couple of cruisers and the torpedo boat destroyer too. And say, if Dway isn't busy, better have him come along on the fastest one on the fleet. Now, see here, O'Keefe, said the consul, getting the best of a hiccup. What do you want? What do you want to bother the State Department about this matter for? Didn't you hear me? Says I. I'm to be shot in 2 weeks. Did you think I said I was going to a law party? And it wouldn't hurt if Roosevelt could get the Japs to send down the yellow Tiskukum or Otto Sing or some other first-class cruisers to help. It would make me feel safer. Now, what you want, said the consul. It is not get excited. I'll send you over some chewing tobacco and some banana fritters when I go back. The United States can interfere in this. You know you were caught insurgent against the government, and you're subject to the laws of this country. Tell you the truth, I've had an intimation from the State Department unofficially, of course, that whenever a soldier or fortress demands a fleet of gunboats in case of revolutionary Katzenjammer, I should cut the cable, give him all the tobacco he wants, and after he's shot, take his clothes, if they fit me, for part payment of my salary. Consul, says I to him, this is a serious question. You're representing Uncle Sam. This ain't any little international tomfoolery like in the Universal Peace Congress or the christening of the Shamrock. Fourth, I'm an American citizen and I demand protection. I demand the Mosquito Fleet and Shelley and the Atlantic Squadron and Bob Evans and General E. Burt Grubb and 2 or 3 protocols. What are you going to do about it? Nothing doing, said the consul. Be off with you, then, says I. Out of patience with him, and send me Doc Milligan, ask Doc to come and see me. Doc comes and looks through the bars at me, surrounded by dirty soldiers with even my shoes and hunting confiscated, and he looks mightily pleased. Hello, Young, says he, getting a little taste of Johnson's Island. Getting a little taste of Johnson's Island now, and yeah, Dog, says I. I've just had an interview with the U.S. consul. I gather from his remarks that I might just as well have been caught selling suspenders in Kishinev under the name of Rosen, Rosenthal aid. I am to receive from the United States in some navy plug to chew. Dog, says I. Can't you suspend hostilities on this slavery question long enough to do something for me? It ain't been my habit, dog, Milliken answers, to do any painless dentistry when I find a young cutting an eye tooth. So the stars and stripes ain't lending any mariners to shell the hearts of the Colombian cannibals, hey? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light in spangled banner has flagged in the fight? What's the matter with the War Department? Hey, it's a great thing to be a citizen of a gold standard nation, ain't it? Alright, guys, we're gonna continue tomorrow with the fourth part of this story, and thank you for joining me today. See you, bye.